live season, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Saints coming up next.
It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Well, Brock, we saw Week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to Week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling, right? It was hope springs eternal. Even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's Week 1, you're so hopeful of what lies ahead.
It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, or how you start, can have a massive impact on how things play out.
Trying it left side with Cook. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Putting the tight end in motion. On first down, Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Shakir in motion right. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Saints grab it!
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And leading them out is going to be the rookie making his first NFL start. He's from the U, the University of Miami.
Look, there are pressures that come along with being a first-round pick. You're expected to lead your team to bigger and better things right away, no matter the situation you're drafted into. But to his credit, he hasn't shied away from any of those pressures. He's been the guy they needed off the field. Now we finally get to see what he can do on it.
On the give, it's Miller. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of the defense.
We get a look now, Brock, at their picks from this year's draft. A group that they've been more than willing to say they are very excited about bringing in.
Well, lots of folks on the media side, and frankly, other NFL front offices, Kate, have talked about the steals in this class. Some guys who should have gone much, much earlier than where they ended up going. This is a group that, if everything works out, could provide a lot more value than the picks they were spent on.
Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a throw. Caught by Miller. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Escapes out to the left. That's caught at the 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's first and goal. He finds it right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. Allen now on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Bass now to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he's tackled for a short gain. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Throwing now from the gun. Chased out to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Bills will take over possession. First down throw for Allen. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 41. Pressure coming, it's Allen. Shakir with the grab. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. All right, set now, first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Puts his body on the line, and he got it. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down. They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Connection made to Shakir. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. To the air again. Allen finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down and the 3rd and short.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Allen setting up to throw. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Amendola able to put it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Good looking return here, and he's got room. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Saints come marching onto the field. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their 2nd drive. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. We're through 1/4 of this opening. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Taking a shot deep down the field. This is brought in at the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 2nd quarter lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints take a 4-point lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
So on 4th down, on comes Sam Martin to handle the punt for the Bills. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher, and I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And the punt team gets to this one at the 17-yard line. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. It's Allen out of the pistol. That's taken in by Samuel. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st down, Allen. Catch is made down the right sideline. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Again, Allen to the air. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 28. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. He'll get this to Samuel. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Allen gonna throw again. Forced out to his right. And this time they're gonna get there and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 2nd quarter lead. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills push their lead to 3. Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Reed. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. From the gun, a give to Miller. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. 2nd and 8. It's Dotson on the catch. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. And it's the Saints. With it, 3rd and 2. Setting up a throw. Buys time, rolling right. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
He finds it beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Throwing from the gun. That pass caught by Dotson. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. Now an inside handoff to Miller. Has the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take the lead just before halftime. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints take a 4-point lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. This is ahead for about 5. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us? Okay, no need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Saints offense ready to start this third quarter. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Hand off here for Miller. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll throw it. This is complete to Olave. He gets it ahead and winds up with about 3. Christian Benford up to make that stop. Second down now, 7 to go.
At the 42-yard line.
From the 42. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. First down throw for Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's brought down after a short gain. Looks like a pickup of 2, and now they've got 3rd and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Allen on 3rd down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will get set to take over. 1st and 10 from the 41. They run. It's Miller. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Finds him over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. He's going to throw this one. No place to go, so he just threw it away. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now looking to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. They're throwing it. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
To the right and hauled in by Jones. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. To the edge of the end zone. It's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He brings it in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They're running the option, short side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end.
Into a crowd, and intercepted! And the Bills are going to have it! And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
He finds Kincaid. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And that's good for a gain of 5. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner. Back to the line they go. It's second down. To the air again, Allen. Complete to Shakir. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Get some space around midfield. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
From the 47. Buying some time left. Now he takes it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Slot receiver headed left. On first down, Allen. Connection made to Shakir.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Allen looking to throw. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Allen. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Scores! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills take a 4th quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills push their lead to 3.
Saints 21.
Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Reed. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Running once more with Miller. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
He lofts it deep left. He's got it inside the 10. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
And this time they're gonna get there, and they drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. On the move, headed right. That's low and bounces short of his man.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out on the schoolyard, out on the playground, man. You're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
This throw is cupped. And he drives this forward to the 6. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. He can't find the end zone. They stop him, and they'll still trail as they turn it over on downs. Allen now on 1st down. That's taken in by Samuel. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 12-yard line.
Slot man in motion right. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this to Samuel. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. Here's Cook. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Again, it's Cook. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shakir sent in motion left. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
First down, Bills.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. The Bills take a knee, and they'll let the seconds tick away in this win.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Bills, as we say so long.